Somebody can say something about you and you not be fazed at all. You have arrived to a place like no other.
Hello, Internet family. Once again, it's Pastor Jason Miller, and I am delighted to be before your presence. I'm coming to you from Greater Life Church, of course, and I'd like to share just a small portion of a message that I shared that really blessed our church here at Greater Life. It comes from the text of Exodus chapter 16, and it deals with God feeding his children who are in the wilderness manna. He feeds them manna for a reason. Exodus chapter 16, verse number 4 declares that after they murmured and complained and accused Moses and implying also God in the accusation, that they brought them out of Egypt to starve to death and die in the wilderness. After their murmuring and complaining, God makes a promise. And he says, I will rain bread from heaven. But then he also says in Exodus chapter 16, verse 4, not only will I rain bread from heaven, he says, but I will do it to prove them whether they will follow my law or no. When he says that, when King James uses the word prove, it actually means test. And I'd just like to share with my internet family today that what you're experiencing is just a test. He was testing them to see if they would trust him. Not just in that moment, but every day of their life. He gives them instruction in the book of Exodus chapter 16 on how to gather the manna. He says, don't gather any extra for the next day, but gather enough for one day only. Then on the sixth day, he allowed them to gather enough for that day and the Sabbath day because there was no work on the Sabbath day. But what he teaches us when he tells them to gather it just for the day was that I want you to understand that I am your daily bread. Jesus says when he teaches the disciples how to pray after they come to them and say, Lord, teach us how to pray. In Matthew chapter number 6, he teaches them one of the things that I want you to pray is, Lord, give us this day our daily bread. He also says in Matthew chapter 4, as he quotes from Deuteronomy 8 verse 3, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. He also teaches us, stay with me, he also teaches us in Matthew chapter 6, around the 25th verse, that when it comes to God supplying all your need, you do not have to take any thought for your life for what you shall eat, what you shall drink, or what you shall wear. He's teaching us through Exodus 16 and the scriptures I just gave you what it looks like to trust God. Yet, he tells them, don't gather for tomorrow, only gather enough for today. When they tried to gather for the next day, it rotted. And it was his way of saying, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. All I want you to do is live your life today. Trust me today. Trust and rely and depend on me for all your provision that you need on Monday. Don't worry on Monday about Tuesday. I got you on Tuesday. Don't worry about Wednesday on Tuesday. I got you on Wednesday. God teaches us from Genesis to Revelation that we ought to trust him, depend on him, rely on him, not just in tough times, but in every area of our life. We ought to rely on God and know he's our daily bread, and know he shall supply all our need, and no good thing will he withhold from them that walk upright. God is your supply. God is your provider. Abraham taught us this when he titled God Jehovah Jireh. He said, he's Jehovah Jireh, the Lord my provider. Teaches us a valuable lesson and something I like to share with you. And that is that while you're going through this moment in your life, this season in your life where it looks like you do not have enough, I want you to remember that it's just a test. It is just God's way of saying, I want you to trust me for today. And then when tomorrow comes, I want you to trust me for tomorrow. And then when next week comes, I want you to trust me then as well. But do it every day of your life. Every day I give you new mercy. I want you to trust me. So don't worry. This is just a test, family. This is just God's way of seeing if you will trust him through it all. It might look tough. It might be bad. It might be big. It might be scary. But I want you to trust in a God who has never failed. In the face of death, the 3 Hebrew boys teach us a valuable lesson. They say our God will, our God is able, but even if he don't, we're not going to forget about him. We're going to trust him through it all. And I share this with you like I share it with myself. This is just a test, not to break you, but to make you stronger, to make you better, to make you wiser, to make you one of the greatest of his children and disciples to ever walk the face of this earth. This is a test, and God is going to see you through it. Trust him with everything that's within you. My name is Pastor Jason Miller. I love you. I'm glad I get to share with you each and every week. I hope that you are encouraged by these messages. I plan on giving you way more messages than even we have on our page or channel to date. But if you just tune in each and every week, I promise you'll be blessed. And when you have time, or if God is leading you, I pray you come visit us here at Greater Life Church. We are located at 191 Humboldt Street in Trenton, New Jersey. Our hours of service are Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Also for Bible study, Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. We also have, in addition to our services, a school called Greater Life Academy. It is a one-year course in biblical studies. I invite you to register and join. We gather for Greater Life School on Mondays at 6:30. You don't have to be a member of this church to be a part of the school. We do not teach Greater Life doctrine. We teach out of the Word of God and out of the Word of God only. That's the only thing that matters. So I encourage you to come. I encourage you to join. And I ask you this, do me a great big favor. Go to our YouTube page. It is YouTube, Pastor J 609. Enjoy the messages. Not only enjoy the messages, but write a little commentary underneath, or a little praise report underneath. Like it with the like button on the page. But also, if you don't mind, I ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share it via text message, via email, Facebook. Share it with somebody that they might be blessed as well. I love you. Take care. I'm praying for you. I hope you're praying for me. And this is my prayer, that your family will prosper in an amazing way, because we serve a God who's able to do exceedingly and abundantly. God bless you. Take care. Go in peace.